This is it.
Ready?
Hey guys.
And then give a wave. You gotta wave. No, we do it at the same time. Hey guys. My name is and this is my channel, and this is my friend Madden.
Hello.
He's just come back to Queensland from Melbourne. He's been living there for a couple of years, and I decided to take this opportunity to catch up with him and do a little bit of makeup, which is really what we're all here for. Makeup is the best. Just thought it would be fun to bring him on my channel, hang out, have a little bit of a chat, and just do our makeup.
And be twins.
Twinsies, yeah. We decided to do the same makeup look on both of us so you can see the diversity. So he is obviously a lot more fair than I am, and I'm, you know, medium. So we decided to use the same shades.
So this is the palette that we use.
Up a little higher.
It's my first time on camera. So here we are. This is our palette that we use, the MECCA Max, Party to the Max. It's got some pretty snazzy colors.
So we've got a lot of sort of warm tones, some plums in there, and a lot of like the rusty shades, which are really fun. So we're mostly using sort of this color palette up here with a little tiny bit of plum in the outer corners for some depth. It's a really fun holiday palette. It's currently available, I think. I'm not sure if it will still be available by the time this video goes up, but if there's any chance that it is, it's a nice palette. It looks good on both of us, and I think it's like quite blendable and quite fun.
So if you want to see how we got this look, well, how she did it to me, keep watching and it'll be heaps of fun for all of us, so give it a go.
Let's get to the makeup! Okay. So we're going to start off the makeup look. I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs. This is just the coconut primer, just to give some hydration to the skin. I don't know, what's your skin type normally?
I couldn't even tell you, to be honest.
Let me touch your face. You're fairly normal, so.
I'm shedding.
How does this feel? Is it nice and comfortable?
It is.
Okay. Gonna hydrate through your beard.
I shaved last night.
It grows back so fast.
Midnight, this is it. I didn't want to be all like rashy on camera.
Yeah, no, that's what I figured. I am so glad I don't have to shave.
This is probably the first time I've like fully shaved.
Really?
I usually just like, I have like trimmers and I just trim
right.
it down.
Yeah, well.
Super short.
Thank you for shaving for me. So for a foundation, I'm going to be using the Paintbox HD Water Resistant Foundation. And this one is in the shade C25. And I'm also going to mix in a couple of drops of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone in the liquid formula. So we'll mix those two together so you get nice, radiant and glowy skin.
We all want to glow.
Do you wear foundation much?
On occasion.
When you go out?
Yeah, and I'm a Beauty Blender fan. Sorry, brushes.
I use Beauty Blender as well, just on myself usually. But when it comes to clients, I prefer to use brushes and disposables just because it's a little more hygienic. Beauty blenders, they are like little bacteria farms.
Well, now you have me thinking about how gross my beauty
blender is gross. When you do your makeup, do you put it all the way through your facial hair and everything too?
It depends on how much facial hair is there.
Yeah, fair enough.
And sometimes I draw it back in.
You draw.
Like if I want to have facial hair, because mine's light,
yeah,
then I might go in with like an eyeshadow or something.
Oh, really?
And then get a little bit of a darker 5 o'clock shadow.
I haven't really done a lot of men's makeup. It's pretty obvious I haven't done a whole lot of men's makeup, so hopefully this turns out well. This is a bit of an experiment.
We're all here to learn.
Okay, so I'm gonna put some concealer on you. I'm going to use the Spectrum Collections Concealer Spectrum palette to conceal and correct any sort of darkness, maybe a little bit of darkness underneath your eyes.
Wow.
So I'm going to use a little bit of the peach color mixed with a little bit of the yellow, mix them together, and then we open up your eyes and just look up.
I have trust issues.
If your eyes start to water, you can touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth and it stops your eyes from watering. How's it going?
Fine.
Still struggling? Actually think I'm going to use banana powder underneath your eyes too. And you don't have any like blemishes or anything, which is really nice, so I don't have to correct any blemishes. So underneath his eyes, I'm going to be using the MECCA Max Banana Bake Powder. This one's my favorite, and you'll see here I already hit pan on this product. I went and made sure I got some security, so I've got a couple of them in the bank waiting.
Lying around.
I like to filter through products, so I try new things all the time. Look up.
But it's good to have favorites.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a... What's a nice way of saying? What's a nice way?
Like surround with brands.
What's a nice way of saying it that doesn't sound awful on camera? There's no nice word, is there? Let's just not say it. Let's move on.
It's a makeup explorer.
Yeah, makeup adventurer. Let's call it that. And actually, while I'm here, I might use some of the concealer on your eyelids, and then I'll set that with the banana powder as well. So, do you have any like makeup products that you can't live without?
I think it's actually one that you got me.
Oh, really?
It was
that wouldn't surprise me.
Tony Moly.
Tony Moly.
The BB cream or CC cream.
Oh,
it was like
I
ages
did.
ago.
It was a long time ago.
It's just so easy to apply. It's probably one of my go-tos.
Because you don't really do like full coverage foundation very often.
No, and just like daily stuff. It's so easy to put.
Yeah,
on.
BB creams are great. So I'm gonna actually just set the rest of your face with the banana powder. And I'm just gonna press that into your skin. I find the swiping motion isn't very practical when you're applying powder. And that if you're using a big fluffy brush, it's soft, so you can press it into the skin and like kind of bounce the powder in. You definitely get a more flawless application that way. I'm going to be using the Viseart eyebrow palette to just fill in your brows lightly, because you already have very nice brows.
They need a little love.
Just a little, not too much. Do you fill your brows in ever?
Yes.
All the time?
They tend to be, not all the time, but they're sort of like a mousy brown and like lots of blonde, so sometimes if I'm like really tan, you can't really see my eyebrows, I feel.
Do you tan?
I do.
I feel like the older I get, the less interested in being tan I am. But I mean, I don't get a choice.
Like, everyone should get some sun. A healthy glow is good.
Yeah.
But I also think you tend to do better with your skin as you get older and you realize that you're not invincible. I probably started having mine waxed when I was 11.
Oh, really?
I had like a singular eyebrow.
Oh, like mono?
So now they are.
Or unibrow?
They're separate.
They're sisters?
They can be closely related relatives.
Kind of cousins-ish?
That live in different houses.
I don't think anyone's eyebrows are exactly the same.
No, mine definitely are not, but
no,
that doesn't mean they need to touch.
Yeah.
Which is a choice. If you want touching eyebrows, that's cool. I do not.
Oh yeah, I'm actually using the NYX Control Freak Clear Eyebrow Gel. Just to fluff along your brows in place. Oh, but now you're living in Queensland again. Are you gonna have to find yourself a new eyebrow place?
I'm hoping the one that I used to go to is still there.
Oh, really? Yeah, so Madden, you used to live in Queensland and you've just moved back from Melbourne. And how are you enjoying?
Couldn't cope with the cold.
How are you enjoying the...
Now it's hot, so I just can't win. Thanks, Australia.
There's like no middle ground here.
No.
It is country. We're either too cold or too hot. There's no in between.
They're just funny because I feel like every time I tell people that it's cold when I was living in Melbourne, people are like, "You're in Australia. What do you mean?" Like it gets cold.
Yeah, it does.
There
are places that are cold. So I'm gonna leave your contouring and everything to the end. We're gonna do some eye makeup. You excited?
I'm never excited.
Yeah, really? We're going to use the MECCA Max Party to the Max Eye and Face Palette. And basically this is from their holiday collection. It's one of the new holiday items. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna kind of wing it. I'm gonna go with this one. Start with the lightest shade in the crease. I'm gonna just use that to set all over your eyelid. Again, don't think I put enough banana powder on, but that's basically banana powder. That looks like banana powder to me. And then I'm gonna use the shade below it, this sort of caramel. We're gonna pop that in the creasio and the outer corner. When was the last time you did like a full face of makeup?
Probably a few months ago.
Really?
It's been a while.
What for?
Just going out. Or someone's birthday. Oh no, we had, my friend had like a drag birthday party.
Ah, fun.
So I did that.
Did you go full drag?
Yes. with like a wig and heels, and wear like overalls. I sort of went with like an 80s Madonna, sort of like Cyndi Lauper party girl. Easy throw on, but trashy bright color makeup.
Yeah, that's fun. Because you get, what did you use? Did you use the Jeffree palette?
I did.
I figured. That's very 80s, isn't it? Like the colors in it. It reminds me of like makeup from the 80s.
Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to also use the rusty sort of orangey terracotta shade, and that one is going to go in the outer corner. I'm just going to pat that there, drag it slightly up into the crease, but concentrate it on that outer corner. Then I'm going to use the other brush and blend it out. These colors, by the looks of things, they're nice. They're decently pigmented, but the important part, I think, is that they're very blendable. So far I haven't had to work very hard at all to blend them out. Sometimes people think that the most important thing in the world ever is pigment, and I'm gonna put this out there, I love pigment in shadows, but I think sometimes it's more important for things to be blendable, because sometimes if things are too pigmented, they can be really hard to blend out.
You can always build up.
Yeah, you can always build up. It's easier to add more than it is to take away. I like this color. This is my favorite color in this palette. Like, I just love it. I like warm tones though. I've always been a huge fan of like the rusty colors. And I think they're very like, what is the word? On trend, you know?
I feel like they're nice sort of holiday autumn colors.
Yeah.
For this hot Australian summer.
Obviously, we've kind of got to keep up with the American trends, and things that are like seasonally appropriate here are not necessarily going to be seasonally appropriate in the rest of the world, and vice versa. So I think we just end up doing everything that America does anyway. So I'm going to carry this terracotta shade down underneath your eye as well. So just look up for me. It'll look better after I'm done. It just looks like you've got like red aggravated eyes right now. I'm gonna go back into the caramel color, and I'm gonna blend out that orange shade using the caramel at the bottom. What do you think? I'm not sure. I'm torn between using that on your lid or that. Which one do you want? You can pick these. Actually, I might use a little bit of this purple shade just to deepen the very outer corners first. And while I'm doing that, you can decide. Think about what you want. All right, we decided to do both. I might actually use a little setting spray with it though. I think it'll just make it that little bit more glam. Okay, so that's really foiled, so that looks really great. The shadows are nice. They pick up nice when you're swatching them, but for some reason it just wasn't going on his lids very well. So a little bit of setting spray later, and it's foiled like crazy, so it looks really good. So those are on the middle of his lids now, so I'm going to use golden shade on the inner half, like the inner third, sorry. I'm going to go straight in with the setting spray. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. It looks so good. I don't like to have to work too hard with eyeshadow. If I have to work too hard, then I get annoyed. But there we go. It looks good. I'll just blend out the edge a little tiny bit. Brush away some of the glitter, because it seems to have dropped a little tiny bit of glitter on your face. I think your eyes are shiny enough. I don't think you need more glitter. Unless you want more.
I have to say I'm with Nikki tutorials on this one. You can never have too much glow.
I am of the opinion that less is more. So that's where I'm at. Like, I know glitter is really pretty and fun, but sometimes I think it's too much. But whatever, that's just me. I'm going to highlight your brow bone. I think I'm gonna use this one here, the highlighting shade. It's nice and subtle actually. I thought it would be a bit blingier, but I'm okay with it not being too blingy because your eyelids is already pretty blingy enough. I'm gonna use the same shade on your inner corner, sort of your inner corner eye duct area. So just a little bit in that inner corner area. I'm going to use the Paintbox Cosmetics. This one's their gel eyeliner in black. It's a very creamy formula, but once it's dry, it's really dry. It's very black. So I like to use this one on clients because it's one of my favorites. It's the easiest to paint on. I was thinking
hardest to get off.
It is hard to get off, I will admit that, but you've got makeup remover, don't you? Do you have makeup remover?
I actually just use coconut oil.
Oh, really?
I find it usually breaks down the makeup pretty well.
I was gonna do a wing on you, but I've decided that it'll be too much. And I'm just gonna put some lashes on you to make them look extra. I like how we both gone silent while I'm doing the eyeliner. We've made a mess. But that's okay. Nady, can you bring me a cotton tip? We had a boo-boo. A very slight boo-boo. How to repair a boo-boo.
If only it could all be fixed like that.
I know. If only all boo-boos were fixable with cotton tips.
My silhouette, my heart.
So I'm using the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in the waterline. I'm gonna let you do it.
Oh no, I'd probably do even worse than you
No?
do.
Okay, fine. I just want you to be comfortable. Oh, it's working now. It wasn't working a second ago, but I think it had a little bit dried out a little, so I think it's a little more comfortable now. Okay, how do you feel? Eyes a bit watery.
Back to my emo days.
Your emo days.
Nobody understands me.
Okay, now we're done with that. I'm gonna chuck some mascara on you. I'm gonna use the Ico Black Magic Mascara for drama and curl, but I'm using a different spoolie brush for hygiene and curl. You have ridiculously long lashes. I'm so jealous.
It's hard to see until you put on like mascara.
Do you have a mascara favorite? Or do you just use whatever?
Oh, what is it? The Maybelline like gray lash or whatever?
Oh yeah, everyone loves that one.
Classic.
For your eyelashes, I'm going to be using some Model Rock. They are fiercely amplified, but they're cut lashes, so I'm only going to be using the outer corners. And then I'm going to use some little individual lashes to fill it in the rest. I'm so badly organized today. And every day. You're not allergic to latex or anything, are you?
We're about to find out.
Just turn your head this way slightly. Slightly.
I've actually never done individuals.
They're not great. I find individuals are great for filling out lashes, especially if you want a specific look, and I kind of wanted your eyelashes to do all of the wingage for you rather than trying to do a wing liner. So adding individual lashes can be quite tedious and it is time consuming. So whenever I do makeup on a client, I don't like to do individuals because it is very time consuming. But if you need a little extra volume in some areas, it's really helpful for those kind of things. You got to work quick with latex because it does dry very fast. Are you having fun?
I am.
Actually having fun?
Yes.
It's, I don't know, kind of relaxing having other people do your makeup, but then, I don't know, some people find it really relaxing, other people find it really stressful. Moving on from that, we're going to contour your skin a little. I'm gonna use the Zoeva Contour Spectrum. So we're gonna use a couple of the shades to make you look chiseled. I think this one's good because it's like buildable, so it doesn't look too contoured too quickly. Do you contour very often?
Sometimes.
What's your favorite product to contour with?
I just sort of use
whatever
cheap
you've got.
drugstore.
Cheap drugstore makeup?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. This is actually a really affordable palette.
I'm bad at making decisions, so I don't want to spend money and then not be
Regret
happy.
it? Yeah.
So usually when I want to splurge, I'll ask you for advice.
Oh, really? Actually, yeah, the last time you wanted to splurge, you ended up messaging me. I'm going to use the sort of warmer color on here to add a little bit of bronziness. Because it's summer.
It's almost as if I've been in the sun.
Yeah. We can pretend you've got your actual summer glow on this way. Did you go to the beach much when you were living in Melbourne?
No.
Never?
Just on like the Great Ocean Road a couple times, but
Nothing, like you never
really
went to
close.
like St. Kilda or anything like that?
like for walks, never just to like lay out.
When we went to
The
Melbourne.
beaches just aren't as nice.
They're not. We noticed that when we went to Melbourne as well. I'm going to use my Smashbox LA Lights contour and blush palette to add some blush to your face. We're going to use the Rich Coral shade, which is this one up here. I don't want to add too much blush, but I also don't want it to have, because we're using lighting, everything gets washed out really badly. So I often have to pack everything on and it looks crazy in real life. Okay, so I'm gonna use the MECCA Max palette again. Going to try the lighter shade because I just feel like this, maybe I'll mix the two together. It's a bit of a mess now. Oh, that's a bit better. Yeah, so a little bit of the peachy color to soften the glowiness of the white. I don't know if we're gonna call this a makeup look per se. It's not really a tutorial, it's sort of like a get ready with me. Bit of glow up there, bit of glow down there.
Just like crush it.
Just smash it at your face. Well, while you're there, I'm just gonna cover your eyes, spritz you a little. Just wave your hands around in front of your face to dry you. Are you gonna wave your hands?
Oh, you want
Yeah, wave your hands around in front of your face. And a little last but not least, you overdraw your lips quite a lot, don't you, when you put liquid lipstick on? Not really?
It's just however
it ends up. We're gonna use the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick from one of my previous videos. This one's Wifey from the Star Family collection. I'm so bad at doing liquid lipstick on people, so bear with me while I absolutely fail at this. Doing liquid lipstick is so stressful for me because it's so permanent. Moment of truth. Can Ange do makeup? Lipstick is hard, guys.
So this ended up being a really long video, and if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for joining us. And if you liked this video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed already and you want to see more content from me in the future. Thanks again to Madden for joining us, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!